Okay, beta. So let us see what we have done till now. Then we will continue further. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you, beta. So we first revise what we have done till now, and then we will continue. So
Yes, ma'am.
what our aim was, first we talked little bit about sequences, and then first we talked about sequences, and then we were talking about series. So I will revise what we have done in series. Series is an from 1 to infinity. So this is an infinite sum, and we wanted to know whether this sum is finite or not. So for that, we know that series is convergent. Series is convergent if and only if the sequence of partial sums is convergent. If and only if sequence of partial sums is convergent. Fine. And then this is the first thing which we can use for checking the convergence of a series. And then we had, everybody please try to join the class as soon as possible, so that it is not disrupted. So see, every time somebody is joining, I have to admit. And then we saw that there is something called GP, geometric progression, or geometric series, you can call it. And we know the sum also. And then we saw something called telescopic series. These are the series which are easy to check for convergence or divergence. And then we have, after that, we had nth term test. Nth term test was if limit an is 0, then you cannot say anything. And if limit an is infinity or anything other than 0, then your series is divergent. So this test tells you if limit n going to infinity, an is non-zero or infinity, then divergent. Or agar 0 aata hai, तो test fails. Fine. And after that, nth term test के बाद हमने कौन सा किया था? Cauchy
Integral test.
Cauchy integral test. So what was that test? The test was if you have n from 1 to infinity, an is equal to f of n, right? For n greater than equal to capital N, where f of x is a, this is important to check, where f of x is continuous decreasing and positive function, right? And here we apply the test when an is greater than equal to 0, right? Then f is positive for sure. Then behavior of sigma n from 1 to infinity an and the integral n from infinity, right? Here you can write 1 from infinity, and here the integral will be from n to infinity, because you are saying after n the things are true. These three things are true for n greater than equal to capital N. So the summation of the series, whether it is finite or infinite, is same as whatever is the value of this integral, right? And after Cauchy integral test, last time we looked at DCT, that was direct comparison test. What was this? This was that an is your positive term series. So it is very important that you check that your series is a positive term series before applying this Cauchy integral test and before applying this DCT. So DCT was if your an is greater than equal to 0 and an is less than equal to bn, then sigma bn n from 1 to infinity convergent implies sigma n from 1 to infinity an is convergent. ओके मतलब आपके पास एक सीरीज है, दूसरी जो आपकी सीरीज की सारी टर्म्स से स्मॉलर है. योर terms of the series are less than equal to the series which is convergent, then your series is also convergent. And if an is greater than equal to bn and bn is divergent, this implies that an is divergent too. So here the problem was you were unable to find out sometime bn, right? So here note down the problem. Note the issue was how to find bn. Okay. And similar to DCT, there was LCT, limit comparison test. What is the limit comparison test? That was that you have a series of positive terms again, right? And an upon bn, another series was there, bn, limit n going to infinity, an upon bn, if it is a finite number. This was what we have done in the last class. Then sigma an, n from 1 to infinity, and sigma bn, n from 1 to infinity behave similarly. इसका मतलब if one is convergent, the other one is also convergent, and if one is divergent, the other one is also divergent. And also if limit n going to infinity, an upon bn is 0, then the convergence of bn implies convergence of an. And this is all what we have done in the last class. If you have any confusion, you can just go and see the lecture for the last class. An upon bn was infinity, then bn divergent implies an divergent, right? Again here the issue was how to find out bn. Issue was how to find bn or how to choose bn. Actually find नहीं करना था, choose करना था. That was a problem. Although we saw that we will be choosing bn as either a gp or a p term test series. P test से अगर हमें पता चलता है that this is convergent or divergent, but that was the issue. So the next thing which will solve this issue is the ratio test. Okay, so we are going to start with ratio test today. That is going to solve this issue, right? So let me write down what is ratio test. Again, this ratio test says that if you have a series of positive terms, so you have to be careful that you are applying all these tests when the series is of positive terms, and limit n going to infinity, an plus 1 upon an is something, say L. Fine. So you are computing the limit of, now you see you don't have an upon bn. You have n plus 1th term of the series. Whatever the series is given to you, n plus 1th term of that series divided by nth term of that series. And you compute the limit as n goes to infinity, and suppose the limit is L. Right? So this test says if L is less than 1, then sigma n from 1 to infinity an is convergent. If L is greater than 1, then sigma n from 1 to infinity an is divergent. If L equals to 1, then test is inconclusive. Inconclusive means not telling you anything. It can be convergent or divergent. Test, is the statement clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, beta. So if the statement is clear to everybody, now let us, we are not going to formally prove this test, but we can have an intuition that why this is happening. You see, what is happening if L is less than 1? So in a rough way, you are saying that the terms an plus 1 upon an is L, and L is less than 1. So roughly, you are saying that an plus 1 is less than an. This is what you are saying? Yes? So it means that your terms are they are decreasing. So at least you have some idea that your sum may be finite because terms are not increasing. If you have a series whose terms are going to increase, here L greater than 1 means an plus 1 is greater than an. It means that the terms of your series are increasing and all of them are positive. So here, not in the exact sense, but here we expect convergence, and here we expect divergence. Okay, and if it is equal to 1, we expect that this test should be inconclusive because it is not giving us any information about what is happening to the terms exactly. Here also this is not exact, but I'm just giving you a rough idea that how you can think about it. Is that okay? So first of all, I will tell you why L equal to 1 is, I will give you examples that for N equal to 1, the test is inconclusive. Then we will go to the other examples. So let us see for L equal to 1. So I'm giving you an example. Look at this example. If I have a series n from 1 to infinity 1 by n, what is this series, convergent or divergent? Tell me.
Divergent.
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 Divergent by
P and
P
test.
test.
P test.
Okay, now let us apply ratio test. So what will happen here? An plus 1 upon an, limit n going to infinity. That will be limit n going to infinity 1 upon n plus 1 upon 1 by n. So that is limit n going to infinity. Please mute yourself, beta. That is limit n going to infinity 1 upon 1 plus 1 by n. That is 1. So here we have a series which is divergent and limit an plus 1 upon an is 1. Okay. Now look at this series. We have another series, sigma n from 1 to infinity 1 by n square. And we know that this series here is convergent by, again, P test. And if we apply ratio test here, so what is going to happen if you apply ratio test? Limit n going to infinity, an plus 1 upon an is limit n going to infinity 1 upon n plus 1 square divided by 1 upon n square. That is limit n going to infinity n square upon n plus 1 square. That again is 1. So you see, you have a series here which is convergent and the limit an plus 1 upon an is 1. So you have these two examples. One which is divergent and this an plus 1 upon an is 1 limit. And one which is convergent and the limit an plus 1 upon an is 1. So from here, you can easily say that when L equal to 1, the test is inconclusive. It means that whenever the limit is 1, your series may be divergent or convergent. Is that okay? So you can always say the third part. Okay, so whenever limit is 1, it can be either convergent or divergent. Right? Okay, now let us look at examples. We have test the series sigma n from 0 to infinity 2 raised to power n plus 5 upon 3 raised to power n. Right? So here you see you have 2 raised to power n plus 5 upon 3 raised to power n. So you have to test for the convergence or divergence of the series. Here I am going to apply the ratio test. You can try others also. No problem. Here first of all you see an is greater than or equal to 0. Therefore positive term series. Right? So let us see what is an plus 1 upon an. That is 2 raised to power n plus 1 plus 5 upon 3 raised to power n plus 1 upon 2 raised to power n plus 5 upon 3 raised to power n. And we are looking for limit n going to infinity. Limit. Am I audible, students?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
N going to infinity. Right? So here what will happen? 3 raised to power n, 3 raised to power n will cancel. So there will be 1 by 3 outside. Limit n going to infinity 2 raised to power n plus 1 plus 5 upon 2 raised to power n plus 5. Now what you will do? You will divide with 2 raised to power n. So this is 1 by 3. Limit n going to infinity 2 plus 5 upon 2 raised to power n. 1 plus 5 upon 2 raised to power n. This limit is 0 because 2 raised to power n will be infinity. So this is 2 by 3. So for this particular series, an plus 1 upon an, limit is 2 by 3, which is less than 1, therefore convergent. So now can you see how easy is applying the ratio test as compared to DCT and LCT, because there you have to choose BN. Fine, beta? Is
Yes,
that
ma'am.
okay? Let us see more problems. Okay, so you can apply, you can try applying here, because this is a positive term series. You can apply integral test also. So what about nth term test? What that test says you?
No,
Limit
ma'am, it won't be.
Ma'am, it won't work.
Ma'am, it won't work because the answer will be 0 after that.
0. So that is why
Term
that
test
is
fails.
but you can always go for nth test first, because by chance if you are getting your answer with nth test, that is the easiest one. Got it? Fine. But obviously this ratio test is quite useful, because here you don't have to compare your series with any other series. You are comparing the series terms among themselves. So it is lot more easier as compared to those tests where you need an external series. So let us look at more examples. Summation n from 1 to infinity 2n factorial divided by n factorial n factorial. But please join on time. Simran is joining now, right? So you have to join on time. Okay, so now here we will see again. First of all, you make sure that an is greater than equal to 0. You can see everything is positive. So an is greater than equal to 0. So let us see limit n going to infinity an plus 1 upon an. That is limit n going to infinity 2n plus 2 factorial divided by n plus 1 factorial n plus 1 factorial divided by 2n factorial divided by n factorial n factorial. So what I will do, I will write this as 2n plus 2 into 2n plus 1 into 2n factorial. I can do that, right? Here, I will write it as n plus 1 into n factorial. And I will write this term again as n plus 1 into n factorial. Fine. Now you see this 2n factorial and 2n factorial will cancel. This n factorial and n factorial will cancel. And this n factorial and this n factorial will cancel. So you have this equal to as limit n going to infinity 2n plus 2 2n plus 1 divided by n plus 1 into n plus 1. Fine. This n plus 1 also cancels. So you have limit n going to infinity 2 into 2n plus 1. This is 2 common, n plus 1 will cancel. Right? Beta, please mute yourself.
Ma'am, what are the limitations of this test?
Which test, beta? This ratio test?
Ratio test.
Beta, this will not work if the limit is 1. That is the only limitation. Otherwise, no limitation. And for positive term series. So if the limit an plus 1 upon an is 1, then this test is not going to work. So that is the limitation, right? So here the limit is 2 into 2, that is 4, which is greater than 1. Therefore, divergent. Okay. So let us look at another example. Here, n from 1 to infinity, 4 raised to power n factorial upon 2n factorial, right? Again, here you see an plus 1 upon an, limit n going to infinity. So that will be limit n going to infinity, 4 raised to power n plus 1 factorial, n plus 1 factorial divided by 2n plus 2 factorial. Fine. So this is divided by, this is your an plus 1 divided by an, 4 raised to power n factorial upon 2n factorial. So this is equal to limit n going to infinity 4 n plus 1 नीचे बचेगा आपका 2n plus 2 2n plus 1. So this is the limit. Again you can compute. This will be equal to, can you tell me what is this limit? Anybody?
1.
Yeah. So here 4, नीचे में 4 कॉमन आएगा, यहाँ से 2 कॉमन आएगा, यहाँ से भी 2 कॉमन ले सकते हो आप, 4 कॉमन आ जाएगा, ऊपर आपका एक n plus 1 कैंसिल हो जाएगा, n plus half, and this limit is 1. So test fails. So somebody was asking what is the limitation. So this is the limitation, that in case you get the limit 1, the test fails. Now, can you tell me something about this test, this particular series? ये टेस्ट तो फेल हो गया, फिर क्या करें? We have to check the convergence or divergence of this series. Now you see here, what you are saying that limit n going to infinity, an plus 1 upon an is 1. Fine. लिमिट ना निकालो, उससे पहले देखिए हमने an plus 1 upon an निकाला हुआ है यहाँ पे. an plus 1 upon an कितना आया हमारा? ये रहा. That is n plus 1. That is actually 2n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1. यही है ना? यहाँ से मैंने सिर्फ 2 कॉमन लिया, 2 कैंसिल हो गया, n plus 1 कैंसिल हो गया, बाकी जो बचा. Is that okay? That your an plus 1 upon an is 2n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1. मैंने लिमिट नहीं ली अभी. Is that step clear to everybody?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Right?
Ma'am,
So
could you
what we
just
are
repeat?
trying to do is, हमारा ऊपर वाला टेस्ट फेल हो गया, तो हम कुछ और करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं कि किसी और तरीके से आपको पता चल सकता है कि is this convergent or divergent. So what I am saying is, because our ratio test fails, we are trying to find out by some other means whether it is convergent or divergent. So I am telling you that an plus 1 upon an, you can see here, an plus 1 upon an is 2n plus 1 upon 2n plus 1. This is 2n plus 2 upon 2n plus 1. Clearly, this numerator is greater than denominator. So this ratio here is greater than 1. Is that okay? So you are saying an plus 1 upon an is greater than 1. Now you look at a1. What is a1? a1 is 4 raised to power 1, 1 factorial upon 2 into 1 factorial. So that is 4 upon 2, that is 2. So it means that first term is 2, and after that an plus 1 is greater than an. इसका मतलब that first term is 2, and then a2 is greater than a1. Then a3 is greater than a2. a4 is greater than a3. Can you conclude anything from here?
Divergent.
Divergent.
Yeah, from here, you can say that limit an cannot be 0. Why? Because first term is 2 and all the terms they are increasing. So they cannot go to 0. So limit is non-zero. Therefore, by nth term test, divergent. Although we are not computing the limit, because limit nikalna is not easy here because factorials are involved. Do you get it? Everybody got it? You can try computing the limit also.
Yes, ma'am.
You will get a non-zero limit, or you can just look at this, that the first term is 2 and then the terms they keep on increasing. a3 is greater than a2, a4 is greater than a3. So if you are starting from 2 and after that you are like climbing up the ladder, you cannot go to 0 because you will keep on increasing. Terms will keep on increasing. Fine. So this was your ratio test. Now, let us look at another test which is called root test. So what is root test? Again, suppose an is your positive term series. It means that all the terms are, beta, please put what you are saying.
Scroll कर दो.
Scroll up.
Scroll up. Okay, you can just write if you want.
मैम हम लोगों ने जब यहाँ पे an plus 1 by an लिखा है 2 into n plus 1 divided by 2n plus 1, तो हम लोग इस वाले एक्सप्रेशन के ऊपर nth टर्म टेस्ट लगा के कर सकते हैं.
Not on this expression, beta. This limit is because nth term test is limit should be non-zero of what? Limit an, not limit an plus 1 upon an. Okay?
ठीक है मैम.
मैम हमने उसमें तो मैम लिख दिया था इक्वल टू 1, तो उससे अगले में ग्रेटर देन 1 लिखा ही क्यों?
नहीं बेटा, यहाँ भी हमने लिमिट निकाल ली ना, मैंने यहाँ लिमिट नहीं निकाली. So the limit is 1, but I am not taking the limit. I'm just looking at the ratio, so that from here I got the idea that the series is increasing. The terms of the series, they are increasing, and the first term is 2. It means that 2 के बाद next term will be something which is more than 2. Next term will be something which is more than 2. So I know that all the terms are more than 2. It means that limit an cannot be 0.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
So you just make a logic. Fine. And obviously obviously you can go for nth term test and you can try finding the limit also. I'm just telling you an easier way, and that will increase your thinking also, that how you can decide otherwise, because it is not necessary that you compute the limit. If you make sure that limit is non-zero, then also the nth term test says that divergent. Fine. Okay. So the next test is ratio test. Again, note that this is for positive term series. And this test is next term is root test. Okay. And this test is similar to ratio test, but in some cases, applying root test will be easier. And in some cases, applying ratio test will be easier. We will see in the examples. So what is this test? This test says that आपको limit n going to infinity, an raised to power 1 by n, you have to compute if this is equal to L. You see here what you are doing, you are taking the nth root of an. Fine. If L is greater than 1, divergent. If L is less than 1, convergent. If L equals to 1, then inconclusive. The test is inconclusive, right? So again, I will first give you the example where L equal to 1 will give you sometimes convergent, sometimes divergent. Then you can go for the same series. We have sigma 1 by n, n from 1 to infinity. We know that this is divergent by p test. Now you apply the ratio root test here. Root test, if you try to apply, what you will get, limit n going to infinity, an raised to power 1 by n. That is limit n going to infinity, 1 upon n raised to power 1 by n. And we know that this limit is 1. So this is 1. And again, you will look at this series, n from 1 to infinity, 1 by n square. This is convergent by p test. Now, if you try to apply the root test here, so you'll get an raised to power 1 by n, limit n going to infinity, that will be limit n going to infinity, 1 by n raised to power 1 by n raised to power 2. So that is 1 by limit n going to infinity, n raised to power 1 by n raised to power 2. That is 1 by 1 square. That is 1. So here you see, applying the ratio test gives you one limit in both cases. And in the first case, this is divergent. And in the second case, this is convergent. So whenever L equal to 1, the test will be inconclusive. Is that okay? Fine. Now, let us give you some examples of this ratio test. How much time we have? Our class is 12:10 till 12:10. Okay, fine. So we have this series here, n from 1 to infinity, n square upon 2 raised to power n. Obviously, you can go for ratio test also, but let us apply root test. So here, limit n going to infinity. First of all, you check that an is greater than or equal to 0. And limit n going to infinity, an raised to power 1 by n. What is that? Limit n going to infinity, n raised to power 2 by n upon 2 raised to power n by n. What is that? That is limit n going to infinity, n raised to power 1 by n raised to power 2 upon 2. So what is that? 1 square upon 2, which is less than 1. Therefore, convergent. Got it? Ratio. This is root test. And then you look at this series here, n from 1 to infinity, 2 raised to power n upon n square. What is this? Convergent, divergent? Tell me.
Divergent.
Yeah, you can just see reciprocal, hai na? So it is going to be divergent. So limit n going to infinity, an raised to power 1 by here is limit n going to infinity, 2 upon n raised to power 1 by n raised to power 2. That is 2 upon 1. This is 2 greater than 1. Therefore, divergent. Got it? Now, I will give you the... Yes, beta?
Ma'am, in the examination, we have to find the limit of n raised to power 1 by n also. Or directly we can write it as 1.
Where, beta? Again, ask your question.
Sir, ma'am, I wanted to ask that in the examination, we have to write the limit n raised to power 1 by n is equal to 1. Should we write it directly or we have...
Directly. Okay. So if you're using this result in some other result, because you're already proving something else, So you can directly use those results. But if the question is about n raised to power 1 by n only, then you can prove it. If I ask you what is limit n going to infinity, n raised to power 1 by n. But if you are using it in the test, for example, I'm asking you apply ratio test on this series, then you will say that root test on this series, then you will say that an raised to power 1 by n, limit n going to infinity is n raised to power 1 by n, which is 1. You can directly write the result, because I am checking you for root test, not for the limit finding of this thing. Is that okay? Yes.
Ma'am, someone is waiting in the waiting room. Ma'am,
yes, beta, I am not allowing these students because it's too late.
Ma'am, she got disconnected.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay, beta, done. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. So let us move ahead. Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am. What is the intuition behind this method?
Yes, I will tell you, beta. Okay. So that I am planning ki I will ask that you should try that. What is the intuition? In the next class, I will tell you. Fine. So okay, everybody should understand. For example, in the ratio test, I give you a rough logic that how we are getting a convergent series or divergent series. So similar thing, you should think about root test also. And I will give you a hint that you can try comparing it with the geometric progression. Is that okay? What happens in a geometric progression? Okay, let me tell you. So you see what happens in a geometric progression. You have a plus ar square plus ar cube and so on. So here, what is the ratio of nth what is this? Sorry. A n raised to power 1 by n. Right? You can try comparing this series with a geometric series, and then you can find out this value for geometric series, and then you can try to find out a logic. Is that okay? I will tell you in the next class if you will not get it. So I am just giving you a hint that you try to compare it with a geometric progression and you find out what can be the relation for this to convergent and divergent. Fine? Is that okay?
That means in root, after this root test, we have to take a reciprocal of it and take limit of this one.
No, beta, just an raised to power 1 by n. What you are saying, I did not get your question. In the root test you are saying? Let me give you more examples. Yes, you will understand. You see, suppose you have this series an, n from 1 to infinity, where your an is, this is n by 2 raised to power n for n odd, and this is 1 by 2 raised to power n for n even. Right? So the question is, test for convergence and divergence. Whether it is convergent or divergent. You have to tell that. Fine. So what you will do, here you see, what is an raised to power 1 by n? Can you tell me? That will be n raised to power 1 by n upon 2 when n is odd. And that is 1 by 2 when n is even. So it means that an raised to power 1 by n, what is larger out of these two? Which one is larger? Which one is larger?
1 by 2. 1 by 2.
कैसे पता?
First.
N to the power.
So if you don't know, that is okay. So all you know is they are between 1 by 2 and 1 by 2 and n raised to power 1 by n by 2. Fine. So this can be here also. This can be here also. Doesn't matter. Now if you take the limit, what is the limit here? What is limit n going to infinity 1 by 2? That is 1 by 2. And what is the limit here? Limit n going to infinity n raised to power 1 by n by 2. That is 1 by 2. So this is 1 by 2. This limit is 1 by 2. So sandwich theorem tells you that this limit n going to infinity an raised to power 1 by n is also 1 by 2, which is less than 1. Therefore, convergent by root test. Got it? So now you see, whatever we have learned in the sequences, we learned how to find out how to apply sandwich theorem from the sequences, so that you are using here to find out the limit. Is that okay? Yes, no?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या बेटा?
ये क्वेश्चन एक बार रिपीट कर दो आप.
Yes, beta. So you have to test the series. This is a series given to you. You have to test this series for convergence or divergence, where nth term is given by this, right? So here I am taking an raised to power 1 by n. That will be n raised to power 1 by n by 2 when n is odd, because this is how your function is defined, and that will be half when n is even. So now I know that my an raised to power 1 by n is between these two. I don't know which one is larger. They are like this. So one sided limit is 2, 1 by 2. The other side limit is also 1 by 2. So sandwich tells me that the limit n going to infinity an raised to power 1 by 2 is 1 by n is 1 by 2, which is less than 1. Therefore, it is convergent by ratio test. Okay. Sorry, root test. I'm so sorry. Ratio test. I'm saying it ratio test again and again. Okay. So this is root test. Fine. So now I'm going to write some problems. Okay, which are, you can solve it either using ratio test or root test. Even you can apply DCT and LCT also, right? So let me write down some problems, and then we will quickly see n from 1 to infinity, n raised to power root 2 upon 2 raised to power n. Okay, so here which test you would prefer, ratio or root? Which will be easier?
Root.
Root na? क्योंकि n की power 1 by. Okay, so what we are doing, limit n going to infinity a raised to power 1 by n, an raised to power 1 by n, that will be this upon 2. So what is this? That is 1 by 2 less than 1, therefore convergent. Got it? Although you can apply the ratio test also. This is by root test. Ratio भी लगा सकते हैं, but that will be a little bit difficult, not much, little bit difficult. So you can see which limit is easier to find out. Because 2 raised to power n hai, so n and n will cancel. So you will get n raised to power 1 by n. We know the limit is 1. Got it? Everybody got it? Now
Yes,
look at
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
1 to infinity n square e raised to power minus n. यहाँ पे कौन सा लगाना चाहिए आपको? Again, root is easier. So n square e raised to power minus n 1 by n, limit n going to infinity. That will be n 1 by n raised to power 2 e raised to power minus 1. Limit n going to infinity. So that is 1 by e, which is less than 1. Therefore, convergent by root test. Got it? Okay, tell me n factorial upon 10 raised to power n, n from 1 to infinity. कौन सा लगाना चाहिए? यहाँ पे रेशियो लगाना चाहिए कि रूट?
Ratio.
रूट लगाओगे तो बेटा n factorial की पावर 1 by n will be difficult to handle. So go for ratio test. Ratio test से क्या होगा? an plus 1 upon an, that will be n plus 1 factorial upon 10 raised to power n plus 1 upon n factorial upon 10 raised to power n. Limit n going to infinity, you are trying to find out. Limit n going to infinity. So this is n plus 1 upon n factorial will cancel. N plus 1 upon 10 raised to power only 10. Limit n going to infinity. What is that? Infinity. Therefore, divergent by root test, ratio test. Got it? Limit is greater than 1 na? Or infinity. So this is divergent. Got it? सबको समझ में आ गया बेटा? Is that okay with everybody? This last,
ma'am.
last question.
Sure, ma'am.
Yes.
रूट टेस्ट तब लगाना जब उसमें पावर अगर n की फॉर्म में दे रखी हो, जैसे 2 की पावर n होगी, 3 की पावर
Yeah,
n.
nee, here also you have, there is no fixed thing, right? Here also you have 10 raised to power n. But here you can see na, n factorial raised to power 1 by n. So computing this limit is difficult, na? This one. Can you compute this?
Limit.
So the only thing is you should be able to find out that limit. Okay, so which way is easier? If you have to judge that, fine. Whenever
ऊपर कर दो एक बार.
क्या बेटा? Yeah.
ऊपर
Whenever
कर.
there are factorials here बेटा. यहाँ पे.
मैम थोड़ा सा. Yes, ma'am. ठीक है. Thank you.
So whenever you have factorials, it is always good to go for ratio test. Why? because factorial will cancel. Okay, but when you have powers, for example, here you had 2 raised to power n, it is good for go for root test. But if you have n factorial also and power also, then you have to go for ratio test, because otherwise factorial will not be handled. Got it?
मैम ऊपर कर दो थोड़ा सा जहाँ पे रूट टेस्ट समझाया है.
बेटा वेट जस्ट अ मिनट, मैं एक लास्ट क्वेश्चन आपको बताना चाह रही हूँ. सो लिमिट n गोइंग टू इंफिनिटी, sorry, limit summation n from 1 to infinity, right? 1 minus 3 by n raised to power n. Quickly tell me. Here कौन सा लगाएंगे हम?
-3 will get.
Right. So here, no, we are not talking about if you apply root test here. What will be that? Limit n going to infinity, a n raised to power 1 by n. That is limit n going to infinity, 1 minus 3 by n. That is 1. Therefore, test is...
मैम ये तो इनक्लूसिव हो जाएगा.
हाँ.
मैम इसमें fx to power dx लगा दें हम लोग.
Yeah, simple बेटा. So you go for limit n going to infinity. अभी किसी ने बोला था a n की लिमिट निकाली थी. That is ratio test, root test तो fail हो गया. Right? So I'm just finding out the limit of nth term. Nth term non-zero. Therefore, divergent. So you see, whenever ratio test or root test fails, then you have to go for other test. And most of the time, that test is nth term test, but not always. Got it? Okay. So now somebody was asking. Yes, बेटा.
कन्वर्जेंट नहीं है जो लास्ट क्वेश्चन किया है.
हाँ.
वो कन्वर्जेंट नहीं होगा वो.
क्यों बेटा कन्वर्जेंट क्यों होगा? Why this is convergent? This was the last question. Summation 1 minus. Tell me बेटा why this is convergent?
मैं वो less than 1 आ रहा था.
अरे बेटा देखो an plus 1 upon an की लिमिट 1 आ रही है. लिमिट an जो है वो 1 by e raised to power 3 आ रहा है. This is less than 1. This is not less than 1. So you should understand this is your test. और यहाँ पे मैंने वो लगाया था रूट. आई एम सॉरी. सो an raised to power 1 by n की लिमिट 1 आ रही थी. So it is not that कि an की लिमिट अगर less than 1 है तो भी वो कन्वर्जेंट है. इसकी लिमिट देखनी है.
मैम लिमिट an पावर 1 by n की लिमिट 1 कैसे आई?
बेटा करना जरा. n की पावर 1 minus 3 by n raised to power 1 हो जाएगा. n by n कैंसिल नहीं हो जाएंगे.
यस मैम.
तो इसकी लिमिट क्या आएगी? 1 माइनस ये 0 है, 1 नहीं आएगी.
यस मैम.
ओके, गॉट इट?
यस मैम.
ओके ओके बेटा. द नेक्स्ट
एक बार नीचे स्क्रॉल कर दीजिए.
नीचे?
यस मैम, लास्ट में एकदम.
ओके. So you have to practice. I will tell you till exercise 8.6. We are done till 8.6. I will share the photos today. We are done till 8.6.
मैम आपने फोटोज ऑलरेडी भेज दिए हैं.
8.6 तक भेज दिए. फाइन.
मैम आपने 8.7 तक की भेज दिया एक्चुअली में.
ओके फाइन फाइन. Anyway we are reaching there.
now.
So once we complete 8.7, we will have a summary lecture and we will have a practice lecture. Then we will go for the next thing. Got it?
Okay.
So yes beta, yes.
Yes.
Beta, it is already time for the next class. Yes, be quick.
Yes, ma'am. In the integral test, ma'am, it has to be strictly decreasing or decreasing only?
Decreasing.
Ma'am, it could be 0 also, ma'am, in the sense.
0 means?
Ma'am, like the differentiation, ma'am.
Derivative?
Yes, ma'am, derivative.
No,
can the derivative be 0?
That is a constant function, right?
Yeah,
that is also true. Constant function, uska integral is 0. And if you have a constant series, that will be divergent. If you have a series like this, 3 plus 3 plus 3, that anyway is divergent. Okay, yes, it is true for that. Fine. Okay, beta, thank you everybody. Have a nice day. I will see you tomorrow.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.